wouldn't it? There we go. I worked out how to record it.
Welcome to the Grumpy Old Gays Strictly Special. Please tell me, Mark, that background you had in your computer already.
Oh, I've gone. There you go. I'm back. Well, in all, you know what a nightmare I've just had, just switching my computer on. And in the time I was waiting for it to reboot 3 times, I was on the phone looking for a wallpaper. So no, I've only just downloaded it. Actually, it's live. It's Saturday.
It's quite funny.
9:15 p.m.
Saturday night.
We've just watched.
We were due to record the moment that Strictly finished, and it's been a bit of a delay, but it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
I can't get over seeing Claudia's knees tonight. She was wearing a lovely black dress, but I can't get over it wasn't long enough. Don't show me your knees, love. I don't need to see that.
There's a gag there.
This is far less grumpy old gays and much more bitchy old gays tonight, I think. I think that's what this episode's going to be.
I think it might be bitchy. Yeah, grumpy old bitches. I'm sorry there was no Thursday.
Speak for yourself, love.
Sorry there was no Thursday episode. We suddenly got to Wednesday night and we suddenly went, oh my God, we haven't recorded. That shows you how current it is, because we got to Wednesday night and went, oh no, we're going to have to. And then we went, do you know what? Let's do a Strictly special.
So, and it's good. And actually, this was a really good episode. We were basically texting each other all the way through the episode, just bitchy comments about people.
I forgot you were on your own, and we could have Alexa'd through it, but it worked just as well.
I was on my own for about half. My sister was here for the first half, and I'm in my sister's house in Manchester. But for the second half, I was alone. There was something that made me love something Shirley said. But is Shirley on heat, do you think? It's over Shane Ward and blooming Dirty Pete is what I call him. Dirty Pete, because he's got all the tattoos. I like tattoos, but not that many.
More ink than W.H. Smith's. I think she's on something, isn't she? She must be on HRT, because she's gagging for it. Watching them two on there. Honestly, it was like, oh, get a room, love.
It really was get a room. Absolutely, yeah. What was the thing that Chris McCausland said to Craig? It's like, oh, and it's like, I just thought that was a highlight of this show, because it's like, you're right, the beard does not work.
Your audio cut out. Just say that again, Mark. He said.
Chris McCausland said to Craig Revel Horwood, it's like, nobody likes your beard, and even I can see that. It's like absolutely well done.
They're going to try and outwit each other every week now, aren't they? But that deserved a really high score. That was flawless, considering the man is blind.
Yes, I think we thought that deserved 10s and it got 9s, and it's like, oh, okay. Whereas you really didn't like that guy from Jamie from Hot Jamie from EastEnders.
Ginger Jamie from EastEnders. I like Ginger Jamie, but I didn't think it deserved.
Well, you do, because he's got a very intrusive bulge.
Well, if you play back on iPlayer, you'll see they were doing everything in the world to make sure that didn't actually appear on camera. But even when he was doing the phone your votes in now, they even put a banner right across his crotch so that you couldn't see what religion he was.
I kind of want to quote what you said about Tess this week, but I think we might get into trouble if I quote you on it.
We can dumb it down, because I can't actually say those precise words. But she did look, I'm sorry, and I love Tess and Vern, but she did look a bit like a porn star.
His quote was like a cheap porn star. It's like, ouch. I really liked her hair this week. I thought her hair looked lovely.
She looked like a lap dancer. She looked like
I didn't mind that.
Oh,
I just was really glad that she... No. I was just glad that she covered her arms up, because her arms make her look about 85.
Well, how old is she? She must be getting on that.
I don't think she's 50 yet. You can Google it while we're talking if you want.
Tess and Vern will be the new. They'll be the new.
Hey Siri,
coming soon.
How old is Tess Daly?
You'll probably get the answer for Arthur Daly.
55. She's 55.
55. Okay. Well, actually, okay. There's some irony there, isn't there?
Hey, you know when we were on holiday, I was looking for a bag the whole time we were on holiday. I walk into my sister's house and go, And she goes, "Look, I've got your bag."
Oh, that's
It's like
fabulous.
exactly the type of bag I was looking for.
Yeah, that's fabulous. And I found one the other day.
What have
Sorry,
you
Hugh.
got?
I've just moved him.
Oh my God, his head's disappeared. Oh my God, he's disappeared. He's back.
I found one as well that I'd never used.
Ah.
So we've got beach bags now, so that's good. That's good. Um, yeah.
So
So
there was this whole
are we
um
going to carry on
thing
with strict?
last week about Win and Katya and whether they actually like each other or whether she found him creepy, and they put out lots of stuff on social media that they actually like each other. Oh, that's Bob. That's look, this is Bob the cat. He's very vocal. Hello, Bob.
Bob the
This
cat.
is my sister's cat. He's about 18 years old. And
What,
oh my God, Mark's disappeared again. Oh, hey, look, Hugo, there's a cat. Come on, Bob. You can sit on my knee if you want. He's very, very old, this
no,
cat.
if I no, see that doesn't do anything for him. But if I say the word squirrels, where's squirrels? The squirrels, the squirrels, squirrels,
Squirrels.
squirrels,
Squirrels.
squirrels.
Where's the squirrels, Hugo?
And that dates back to one coming down the chimney into the living room. Did you know? Do you not know that
Really?
story? Do you
No.
know? So I'll tell it now then. So I'm sitting in the living room. Fire was open, but it wasn't lit.
Yeah.
And
Otherwise, you would have had roasted squirrel.
absolutely. And I hear a little bit of soot come down the chimney and land in the grate, and I'm thinking,
And you think,
oh
oh my God, Santa's coming.
no, I didn't actually. That would be the PR version. The real version was fucking hell, that's going to need sweeping out. Um,
Yeah, yeah.
so I'm thinking, okay, I need to get the chimney sweeping.
Whose
And
neighbour's kid can I get to go up the chimney?
what 4-year-old can I get to go up that chimney? Step in time, Mary Poppins. And
All right,
and
Mary Poppins.
carried on watching the telly or reading a book, whatever I was doing, and it happened again. And I'm thinking, oh, that really is bad then if it's coming down like it's just sprinklings of black dust like ice and sugar, but black. And then bugging me up, I look. All of a sudden, his ears go up on full radar, and out of the grate, do you know the scene in Faulty Towers where she lifts the biscuit tin, but there's a
Yeah.
mouse in there, and its head just rotates around, and you can see her hand underneath clockwork in it,
Yeah.
but the mouse just. It was a moment like that where I looked over, and underneath the grate, hanging out, not in the grate, but hanging down,
Yep.
was a squirrel's head.
No way.
And so I got this bit of wood that was waiting to be burnt and just banged the grate and it went back up the chimney. And and of course he's going mad because it's like vermin,
Of
vermin.
course he is.
And so I instantly lit a fire, thinking, well, if he's
Get
in
rid of
there,
it.
I'll smoke him out. I mean, it won't kill it, but the smoke
I mean,
wouldn't.
it might kill him.
Well, the smoke would kill him, but I wouldn't want to kill a squirrel with fire, but with smoke, yeah, smoke. So thought no more of it. Went to bed. Got a squirrel in the fireplace. Came down the following morning, and he's ahead of me by about 10. And he's like, I'm thinking, well,
Yeah.
your bladder must be full. Get down the stairs, and instead of him sitting by the back door, he sat by the fireplace. And I went, oh, Hugo, he's gone. He ain't going to be there. He's gone. It was,
Yeah.
but he wasn't. The squirrel was sitting in the coal.
No.
I kid you not, the squirrel was sitting in the coal bucket, looking at
Nice.
me like the Faulty Towers thing, right. And of course
Yeah.
he's going mad. But because the fire guard was in front of the fire, because I'd gone to bed with the lit fire, so you put the
Yeah.
fire guard. He couldn't get at the squirrel because the fire bucket was on the other the
How
coal
funny.
bucket. So now I'm squealing like a girl.
Doesn't surprise me.
The squirrel goes underneath, jumps and goes underneath
Yeah.
the sofa. So
Yeah.
now Hugo's going mad because I'm going to
Oh
get
my
him.
God.
I'm going mad because there's a bloody squirrel. And so after about 15 minutes of trying to put broomsticks underneath the sofa to whack it, it eventually came out, run through the hall into the dining room, underneath the dining room table. He's
Yeah.
then going mad again because I can get it now. I can get it now. He's got it in his mouth.
Oh, no way.
And this squirrel is screaming. I don't know if you ever heard a squirrel scream, but they scream.
No.
there's me trying to open the patio doors, French doors, to get the squirrel to get it out. Because the patio doors are not open very often, they're on full alarm. So if the alarm's on, there's no 30-second beep 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 to turn.
Oh,
So
that's funny.
the alarm's still on because I haven't opened any doors, and now I've opened the doors that shouldn't be opened. So now I've got and it's 7 o'clock on a Sunday morning. So the squirrel,
Yes.
the shock of that noise makes Hugo opens his jaws, and the squirrel
Yeah.
gets released,
Very
runs down the garden,
amazing.
turn the alarm off. Now I've got squirrel paws all over my beige carpet in the dining room. I've got a dog chasing the bloody thing down the bottom of the garden. He hasn't come back. Oh, let me just say that he hasn't come back.
I bet he hasn't.
Not down the chimney anyway. He's tried to get in the loft, but he's not come down the chimney. Anyway.
Talking of squirrels, Anton Dubek.
Oh, Anton. Well, he's morphing into Louis. Lispy Louis. Not Louis Walsh. Lispy Louis from Pineapple.
Oh, yes, I know the one you mean. Yes, yes, absolutely. The dancer.
Yes.
Yes.
He's. What did I
Yeah.
call him? Louis. He's. He's turning into Louis. He's just doing everything now for visual effects rather than actual constructive criticism.
Although he does actually, he gets up each week and explains something. Although he got up this week and explained it in such complicated terms, I still didn't understand what the hell he was talking about.
They're all talking in code, aren't they? They're not actually talking in
That's
a
true.
jargon that we can behave.
That's true.
There we go. And I'm just reading through our comments.
I also, you said that Motzi is dressing like a Whitney icon every week, and I said she's trying to, but she's not quite succeeding. It's like,
Not quite.
she's no Whitney. Come on.
No, she's not Whitney Houston. She's more. No, I'm not going to say. I'm not going to be unkind. She's trying to look like Whitney Houston. You see, think about iconic photographs of Whitney.
Yeah. Would you like to see the card I got this week?
Yeah, I'd love to.
I'm not. Is that backwards to you, or is it forwards for the audience? I don't know.
Sounds gay. I'm in. In who?
Sounds gay. I'm in. I just thought it was funny. It's just fun.
In who?
Just fun.
In who? Because
From my sister.
That's what the straight people would joke. They said, "In who? If you're gay, you're in."
Oh, that's right. I hadn't thought. Oh, I hadn't thought of that.
Yeah,
It's
there's
outrageous.
always
Outrageous.
a homophobe. And the other thing I was saying about Strictly was it's funny how some of the people are getting very good scores because I'm going to
keep them in.
Because they want to keep them, and they want to keep them in because they got nowhere. So, for example, I said to you, Jamie is under BBC contract at Elstree. I know Elstree, BBC Elstree is down the road, but it's still he's working down at EastEnders, and Strictly is literally half a mile up the road.
So Win is on a BBC contract. The Go Compare man. I really want them to do a dance where he dresses up as the Go Compare man and has the spiky moustache. I don't know whether they'll do that.
They don't have to trademark it. They just need to give him a big moustache and a touch.
Exactly right.
We need
exactly.
To do. And then there was that. There was
before you move on, hang on. Before you move on, hasn't Win lost a lot of weight across 6 weeks? That's what dancing for 6 weeks does for you.
He'd be hard. I mean, you know when we both did ballet, how thin we were.
Well, I mean, my God, we were pirouetting all the way through the day.
We were not in these heels, but then they got a couple of the athletes. Funnily, they've got no work other than Strictly, so they're getting good scores.
You said, "What's that? What's the woman doing? What's her name? Sarah?" And I went, "Oh, wasn't she in Corrie?" And then it's like, no, she's the athlete turned sports presenter, and her Wikipedia page says has done this, isn't currently doing anything.
Yeah, absolutely. The word "has" is a clue there, isn't it? Rather than currently. Then of course Toya, who was outspoken and probably quite high maintenance for the Strictly staff. Funnily enough, she's gone.
She was also a dancer.
And considering, I mean, I thought she was actually. I'm going to be fair. I loved Toya and I loved her dancing and I loved her. But it's a mystery about how she didn't go out in week 1. I'm going to be honest. Um, but
How is the
but yeah,
footballer still in? I can't even remember his name. Paul, someone. What's his name? How's he still in it?
I've got the scores here somewhere. Hang on a minute. I've got the scores here because you know now. They'll have gone by now. It's 9:30, 9:30. But the
Well, they'll
score.
be recording the Sunday night show now.
Well, most of it's recorded on Saturday afternoon anyway. It's only the actual score.
Bits of it are. Yeah.
Paul and Karen are in the lowest two. Is that the Paul you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, they only got 19 points. Poonam
Yeah.
and Gorka. That sounds like something you get at a takeaway. Can I have a Poonam and Gorka with rice?
I was thinking you were saying that was something you get at the STI clinic.
I think I said that
Oh,
last week.
I've got a Poonam and
Oh,
Gorka.
I've got Poonam and Gorka. Okay, you got anything? Give me cream for it. Sam and Nick. Yeah, so I mean, it's there's only 3 points in the top, in the bottom three. Pete and Joita, Poonam and Gorka, and Paul and Karen, 22 to 19 points between all three of them. So it could be any.
Somebody's voting for them. I don't know who's voting for them. Who did you vote for this week?
I voted for Miranda's sidekick,
Yes.
um, Sarah and Vito. I like her. I think she's terrific. I think she's one of those silent assassins. She's just getting better and better each week in the
Yes.
background, not making any
Yeah.
noise, not making any headlines, all those things that happen. Um, and I think one she's going to come out of the woodwork. She's going to come out of the woodwork one day, and going to get tens all the way, and we won't see it coming.
I think it's interesting that when we were away on holiday and Strictly started this series while we were away on holiday, and I was all very keen on watching it, you'd said you hadn't watched it for a few years. You were very keen and you hadn't watched it for a few years, but you're back into it now. How's it changed? Because I never really watched the Len Goodman years because I didn't really like Len
Oh,
Goodman. But
I haven't properly watched it since His Royal Highness Bruce.
Brucey.
To be honest, I kind of like watched a little bit because there was something. I mean, the clickbait works because I did used to watch it if something happened in the week or whatever. Somebody
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
talking some, and I switched in to see that. But actually, you got me back onto it, watching it in the sun. So that was that, and Bake Off. To be fair, and Bake Off, you got me back on that.
So what's changed for Strictly? What's the biggest change do you think since you used to watch it? Apart
I
from
think
there's no Brucey anymore.
I think they've got more things happening in it that Brucey wouldn't have put up with. So
True.
all the phone lines are open now. Da, la, 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 all the the laddish behaviour. I think he'd have gone. No, my love, no, we
We
don't
don't
do
know,
that.
my love. We don't need any.
We don't do that. We do that on the Gen game. We don't do that on Strictly. Um,
I'll say the phone lines are open. It's fine.
yeah, I think he would have had a bigger say whether Tony Beak got on the panel. I think he wouldn't have. I don't think he would have. But I think he had more.
Do you not?
Although
But do you not think that Anton is the greatest addition to the judging panel in 10 years?
I do, but I don't think Brucey would have. And
Wow.
although Brucey wasn't an EP, I don't think he would. I think he would have had a very strong influence on decisions made.
I agree. Absolutely.
So,
So
yeah.
who do you think's going to win? I'm going to ask you to make a prediction. Win the series. Who do you think is
Oh,
going to win the series?
the blind guy, Chris. The blind guy, without fail. I mean, and
You
it's not.
reckon?
It's not. It's not what Alan Sugar calls a gimmick. It's not nothing to do with that. It's the fact that
I couldn't believe when he said that. He said that was nothing to do with the blind thing, but he hasn't said what it was about. Then
there's nothing. I mean, there's nothing. That's
backtrack.
like when somebody's racist, isn't it? And you like, well, I didn't say that. No, you didn't have to because the intonation was. But I think he put everything aside. That dance that man does every week with the same time as everyone else to prepare is phenomenal. Phenomenal.
Absolutely.
I'm not taking it away from the Deaf Girl a few years ago because that was phenomenal as well.
Yeah.
But Deaf and Blind, to dancing is all visual.
Dancing, yeah. Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong, the music and everything when you're deaf, but when you're visually impaired and you take away that sense, you've got nothing to go by other than feel and hear. You've got your you've got your feel sense, and you've got your hearing. If you can't see
Yeah.
something about to happen, You just
Yep.
imagine doing the simple. Try it this week, everyone watching. Just try and go from your bed to your kitchen and make a cup of tea with your eyes shut,
Without falling over. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
without kicking your toe, without,
Absolutely.
just try and do the simplest of things.
Right.
I'm not drive to work for God's sake with your eyes shut, but make a cup
Don't
of
do
tea.
that. Don't do that.
Make a cup of tea and just see. But I don't know whether they're giving him sight jokes each week, because he said to Craig, with the beard, blah blah blah, with the beard. Even I can see that. And they did
But
something
no, no,
in.
no. That's not him doing side jokes. That's him being a comedian.
I know, I know, I know. But there
I
was
think
also
he's showing he's a great comedian.
he is. But there was something in the VT that about sight as well. And I'm thinking they keep doing this. They could have easily reworded that without it. I don't know whether it's just nobody's VT, nobody's looking at it, and maybe I'm too woke. Maybe I'm too woke.
Anyway, so the grumpy old gays for Chris to win the series. We will revisit in December to see whether he wins the series. Hey, look, our time is up, Marky. Our time is up. That is our Strictly special. Do you have any other major Strictly things you want to say?
Vote for Sarah. Sarah and Vito. Vote for Sarah. I want them to win. I think she's fantastic. I'd be quite happy to see her in the final. I think Tess has gone too far with the turkey teeth and the porn star looks. I think Claudia looks like I mean Clauditorium. That's just
I did like Clauditorium. Yeah,
that's just.
totally.
But again, we want
Agreed.
some comments from you guys. We want some comments,
Yeah.
likes and some subscribes and shares and all that. But mainly, we want your
Did you
comments.
see, by the way, how one of our episodes on holiday went completely viral and has got thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of views? And I have no idea why.
Derek, it was Derek, wasn't it? Well, no, it was no, it
No,
wasn't.
it was Stephen the week before.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, what's he got that we ain't got?
A hat that doesn't stay on.
Microphone. That's
Right,
what
we're
you
going to
did.
say cheerio, but we are actually going to. I'm going to make you stay, Marky, and record next week's episode in a moment.
Oh, okay, we can do that. We can do that. Yeah, we can do that.
Anyway, but for this Strictly special, can we do the keep watching thing instead of keep dancing?
In three.
You know, like they do on the end, like Claude and Tess do on the end.
Right. Okay. All right, ready?
Yeah.
Don't ruin it. In 3, 2. Hang on. No. We'll do another. We'll do from 5, and then we got in 5,
Oh, okay.
4. Keep.
Keep watching.
Oh no, I did dancing. Oh, you didn't say. Oh, okay. Oh, we'll work it out. We'll work it out. Right. Look after yourselves. Take care. How do I turn this off again? Oh yeah, stop recording.